Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards. Results on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second down at the 7-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited. But that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Well, his defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
As he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
He was taken down. Brings up the third down.
Mike 7. Let's go. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing. Love. And he whips that one incomplete there. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Airing this one out for Evans. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The give is to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Buccaneers 21, Falcons 14. Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Love flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Off the play fake, Love. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, Love. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Open space inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Love. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff as they run left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Quick move by Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops, 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They'll look to throw here. Completion left side to Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Brings up second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Love. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. The left side completion to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense, about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers? He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons!
So there, Charles, in a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on next-gen stats. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
2nd and 13. His throw incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick-6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dancing, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Able to find Jones.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
88 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no return here for Evans, as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Complete to Boyd. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a